So this is the correction video for the math from last week, Tuesday, March 27th. This is page 7. So if you take a look at number 1, first of all, if you take a look at the very top of the page before you start anything, it says express all your ratios in lowest terms. So that means every single answer on this page has to be lowest terms. So first of all, number 1, yellow circles to blue circles. Now the photocopy obviously didn't come through with the yellow and the blue, so I just wrote down Y for yellow, B for blue, and then there's one G for green. So yellow circles, there's 4. And blue circles, there's 3. This is already lowest terms because 3 is a prime number. The only thing you can divide into 3 is 1 and 3. So there is no number that you can divide into both 4 and 3 to make them smaller. All right, let's look at number 5. Write each ratio 2 other ways. So first of all, let's remember when you're writing ratios, you can write them in words, you can write them as a fraction, or you can write them as a ratio. So for number 5, I've got it in words already, 9 to 5. Which is also 9 to 5, which is also 9 over 5. So when it says to write it 2 other ways, it means whatever it's already written as, you need to write the other ways of writing a ratio. And then, of course, lowest terms, 9 and 5. 5 is a prime number. The only thing I can divide into 5 is 1 and 5. So there are no numbers that I can divide into both 5 and 9 to make them smaller. Already lowest terms. Let's look at number 11. It says, write each ratio in lowest terms. So for number 11, I write 8 to 4 equals, and then I look for a number that I can divide into 8 and 4. So numbers I can divide into 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Numbers I can divide into 4, 1, 2, and 4. So the number that they have that's the same, that's the biggest, is 4. I can divide them both by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So all the questions, 11 all the way to 20, you're just taking those ratios, written however they're written, and finding lowest terms. So let's also do number 19. It says 6 cars to 30 passengers. So you have to find a number that you can divide into 6 and 30. So you look at 6 and you think, right, I can divide 1, 2, 3, and 6 evenly into 6. You look at 30 and you think I can divide 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30 into 30. So the one they have that's the same, that's the biggest, is 6. So you divide them both by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1, so 1 car to, how many passengers? 30 divided by 6 is 5. Six cars to 30 passengers in lowest terms is 1 car to 5 passengers. Let's talk about number 22. So number 22 is a word problem. It says, for every 35 kilograms of iron within the earth, there are 30 kilograms of oxygen and 15 kilograms of silicon. Express the following ratios in lowest terms. So you know you're dealing with the numbers 35 of iron, 30 of oxygen, and 15 of silicon. So for 22A, they're looking for the ratio of oxygen to silicon. So you look back into your word problem to find how much is there of oxygen. So it says 30 kilograms of oxygen to the mass of silicon. There are 15 kilograms of silicon. That's what it says in our word problem. So 15 to 30 is our ratio. Make sure that you're doing lowest terms. So the things that we can divide into 30, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30 can all be divided into 30. What can you divide into 15? Just 1, 3, 5, and 15. And so the one they have the same, that's the biggest, is 15. So I'm going to divide them both by 15. 30 divided by 15 is 2, and 15 divided by 15 is 1. So I have my ratio of oxygen to silicon, and then I have it written in lowest terms as well. If you have any questions about any of these, please get in touch. I will, of course, help you with any of the questions in your math pack.